That's right. It's another rogue episode. So, we at Dustin's shop. Dustin, he just don't love me no more. He ain't coming by. He said he's busy working at the body shop. But we're going to work on all this stuff. We're definitely going to do the big three. And I was going to bring the alternator and put it on, but lo and behold, be damned if we can't find the plug for the JS alternator that goes on here. I went back and watched a video where we went to JS, and they indeed gave us a plug, but we just can't find it. Deb just said I lost it. One of us did lose it. I don't know who, but anyway, I got to start by getting this battery out of here, putting the fuse holder. I had a place for that fuse holder.
On top of that box in front of it.
I think it was going to go right back here on the front of this air box. And you can tell I already got my wires, like the red one's down there. The negative is here. I do have the terminals that go on these, so we got to change them over, which the negative ain't going to be terrible. I don't know about this positive. Like, there's some shit there. I'm hoping I can just drill out this, that hole that goes through this little terminal, and it'll fit right on the other terminal that I have for this. But anyway, I'm going to start tearing this shit apart. And as you saw back here, I did bring the Cmax. Got all my wire there. And in here, I got all kind of shit. I got some self-tappers to mount some fuse holders. I have a big 3 kit. So, a big 3 kit. There we go. 1 positive wire, 2 negative wires. I brought some shit in case I need it, guys. You know, got some fuses for the fuse holders. So my plan is to get the Cmax in this spare tire well today. Get a fuse holder back here and get the shit under the hood done. And Dustin had these laying in the damn floor over there for a while. So I got them. I don't know, he's got a box of, yeah, who knows? We'll just sit them there for now. So yeah, Dustin was nice enough to let us borrow his shop. He did warn me. He said he'd been in here working like a dog. And he's like, my shop dirty as hell. And I don't care, bro. It's all good. So, yeah, I guess me and Deb gonna get to work. So I'll be back when I get some of this stuff here tore apart. Let's see what Deb got going today. And she's got a cat bucket hat on. It's all good though. We're gonna get busy. So got the battery and everything out. The fuse holder put here. The input wire down there. I ground up here because it just goes to this side. It needs an end on it. I need an end on this. This wire here will bolt here and loop around to the positive terminal. I did have to drill these out, but it looks like there is plenty of room for it to just, look at that. See what I'm talking about there? And then I could actually put this one here over beside or whatever, but I mean, they'll fit. And that's just what runs the actual car. And then this one is gonna be as simple as cutting this off. And it's not a lot of room there, but I'll make it work. So anyway, yeah, that's what we got. Now, Deb's taking the back apart, so I can go ahead and get this together and put a fuse in this. But I wanted to get back here and tape up the end of this wire for now, before the red wire there, before I put a fuse holder back here. And then I'll put a fuse holder back there with no fuse in it back there. So essentially the wire running through the car will be live, but it's going to be fused at both ends. There just won't be a fuse in the back. It'll go to the fuse holder with the cover on it. Cover should still fit that fine. Yep, and be dead. So when I get that wire back there taped up, I can put this together. And I can stick the old battery. Yeah, the battery's there. Woohoo! Monster. No coffee today, guys. That coffee habit was getting expensive. But it's kind of weird how they got everything here done. I don't know what all this shit's for. But anyway, the alternator I'm putting on here is 16 volt. And look at this alternator here. It's just got 2 wires run to it. I do got to find my plug though. I don't think it's going to be too much of a pain in the ass to put the other alternator on here. You know, because everything's like here in the front. I just honestly think that it worked out good because today I can get all this done with the Cmax and everything back there. And when it comes down to it, all I got to do is actually put the alternator on the car and put a fuse in the back with the Cmax hooked up and disconnect the front battery, and it should be good to go. It would have been, oh, excuse me. It would have been a lot of stuff to do at one time. So I guess it actually worked out pretty good. I think this car was supposed to have a motor cover right here. It wasn't on there when we got it, but it does say Nissan here. But anyway, yeah, I'll be back, guys. Okay, so I got the battery back in. It ain't bolted down, which I'm getting ready to do that. I gotta put some ends on wires. 1, 2, 3 to hook this back up. Then everything should be good. I gotta put the big 3 on, but you know, I wanted to get, this was a bitch. I had to find washers in Dustin's shop in his junk buckets and grind them to fit in that little valley there so I could take up that space and bolt it down without breaking this fuse link here, which it looks good. Yeah, it's good. Okay, so, and then I got the other big positive wire. It's underneath there, taking up space also. So the positive side is good. It's just, I got to get, and I got the fuse holder all put together with a fuse in it. So I got to put a ground side on here and then the ground wire for the back, which these 2 ain't necessary. That's definitely necessary to get the car running. So I was looking for Dustin's crimper, but the last time I used this hydraulic crimper, we had it sitting over here, and he's been busy as hell, he said.
You can tell.
Which he went through a phase here where he was dead. So with good business rolling in, that's just a big plus. But, found it. It's right here. Oh, yep. The last place you'd think to look. And I'm going to put it right back there when I'm done with it. We had to put the spare in there because Cmax. But all right, guys, I'm getting ready to figure out what I need here. Because honestly, I don't need all of this. I mean, I believe in having some extra, but I think that like right here would be, right here. I mean, I was filming over here. Right here would be golden. Not like that long. So I need to cut that. Just have it where I can route it around like that and go there. This, I can actually just shred that and put an end on it right there. And then this mother, it's going to be kind of short. This one's going to be short. I don't know what the hell to do here. I don't know where that ground goes. Hopefully, shit, guys. I mean, I could cut this loop off and try to drill it and make that fit, but hopefully when I get a better ground on the car, the big 3, hopefully it won't need that ground. We'll find out though, right? Yeah, let's do this. So I got that mounted, the ground. The big 3 kit, I mean, it was a little long. It's made for whatever, so we just got creative and looped it around. I will trim this off later, but I didn't bring enough ends, and I don't want to use up Dustin's. So it is what it is, guys. Got a couple more wires here. So I don't know where these go. I don't even know if they're going to be long enough to go from the alt, but, you know, as long as I can go from like there to the block, or there to the block with one of these, I should be good. Yeah. But I'm going to get off here and see where I can mount. I think these cables are the same length, but I got to figure out how to maneuver this. So I'll be back. So Deb actually found a boat to fit in here. Perfect, guys. I sanded it down, of course. I ran it bloop, bloop, bloop to right there. And the car starts fine without this little wimpy, which I don't know where this goes to down there, but I'm pretty sure that that's just a straight chassis ground. And we're straight on the motor, which is good for now, but I do need to come off of like somewhere here to like this or something to a good body point. And it's just, the thing is, we got such a long ground wire there, but I could pull this back out and put the other wire in here and run to here. It's strut boat. Once, if I sand this down, it should be fine. And, you know, the reason I chose this spot is, look, the alternator obviously bolts to this, so it's getting good alternator ground. Voila, perfect. Because I don't really see any blocks on the old alternator itself right now for a ground point. So it is what it is. I think when I swap alternators, I might come off of this with a short wire to here. That way they're all connected. But for now, just getting this done. I need to get this done. Put a fuse holder in the back still. And the Cmax don't fit in this car for shit. It does, but it don't. I mean, it's there, but I don't want to cut this off. So think about seeing if I can find a board to slide up under here and kind of cut it to fit the roundness of this so it can't move, and just bolt it down to the board. Because I don't want to tear the car up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to like really make the car bad for the next person that gets it. But fuse holder places, I mean, there's plenty. Like in here, be fine. Just whatever. That's the negative end of the battery, so I have to, that would still reach, but no fuse holder, which I know ground will reach to there. So it's good there. Oh, look at that sub. Guys, you don't even understand. This bitch be beaten. Kinda. A little bit. Sort. I mean, it enhances the bass a little bit. Anyway. Shit, I'm tripping. Damn you. But anyway, this is what I have going on right now. I don't know what time it is. I don't know how long I've been at this.
12:19.
It's 12:19. I got a late start today because we were looking for that alternator plug all morning. So anyway, guys, yeah, I'm gonna get this other ground on here, and then I'm gonna figure out what the hell to do after that. I'll be back. So we're from here. You can tell I sanded that down. We run up under here, under there, to there. So I'll show you. This is the ground. Like one of the factory ones. Look where it grounds down there. That's thin metal. This thick metal, baby. So we're going from the engine block here to there. And then from the engine block here, right by the alternator, up to here. And then, which this is that one. This here goes out back. It'll be for the battery in the back. Battery cable there. This is the big 3 cable for the alternator. To screw some of these things down. Here, yeah. So I just need to run them down a little bit. This one can't go back in because she's right there, but I don't care. Don't need it. Ain't gonna use it. Apparently this here, the car started without that. So, I mean, obviously it don't need it. I think that it probably just goes down to a chassis ground, which we got better chassis ground, better charging. But what we're getting ready to do, just to be 100%, is we are gonna definitely, I gotta open the door in here, and we gotta start the car and run through everything. Like, you know, hey, do the lights work? Does the radio come back on? Does everything work? That's what we're getting ready to do. So Deb's already jumping in the car. I guess that's my cue to open the door so we don't die of carbon monoxide. Da, 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 da. Okay, so as you can hear, the car starts up fine. Yep, lights are on in the back. Headlights are on. Radio is on. I'm gonna say that everything is fine. And you know, they're wimpy, wimpy, wimpy. Hefty, hefty, hefty. I did have a shorter wire laying back there. You see how, you know, it's got that old straight clipping. But it was short, like for what I needed in my damn bin of wires. If I remember correctly, them are all amp wires. Like, the heat and air still work. Yeah, but these would be power wires that go from the amplifier to the Cmax. So, yeah, I don't know. Okay, so since this red wire here is live, now I need to put a fuse holder back here, guys. Does that panel just sit right on top of this? Mm-hmm. So I theoretically could go on that. Mm-hmm. First thing I probably need to do is snap it down. I think it's still, yeah, it's still loose as hell from when I ran all the wiring in here. That's bad on me, guys. So, all right, I'm gonna get off here and try to snap this down and just see what I'm dealing with before I hook everything up. I did what you guys shouldn't do. I had the battery set here. I marked that, and I cut like an 1/8 inch off of that side there, like right here. And then I notched the bracket just a hair on each side to actually fit in here. So right now, the battery is just locked in place, guys. It ain't going nowhere. And keep in mind, all this shit is gonna be underneath here. I did hook the positive and ground up with a fuse holder right there. No fuse. Look at that, no fuse. I got a fuse, but no fuse right now. But check this out, fuse right here with the right there. It's good to go. It's in there when I need it. So at this point, we got everything hooked up. So, move that roll tape. Just so we got bumps for now. We can just lay all this stuff down here as long as it don't get on that. Yeah. Right there, just bam, bam. And that's like power wire for the little bitty amp for the console and the voltmeter, guys. So, yeah. Speaking of voltmeter, I got a bag here somewhere that has the voltmeter in it that I plan on putting in this car. It's the same one we had in the old Edge. And like I said, I did dig out and made sure I had enough wires there for the subwoofer amplifiers. I do. And right here, we have the voltmeter that is going to be going in this car. So, what my initial idea is, Deb's kitty cat hat. First and foremost, you always want a voltmeter where you can see it. But see, if we put it there, you ain't see the gas gauge hardly. Well, actually you could. I'd have to have Deb sit in here, or maybe there under them two knobs, but not ideal. Definitely not ideal. But if I put it here, crap, I got it stuck. I can't get behind that. I have to run the wire down on the outside of that. So another idea was down here, which when you're on the driver's side, you can see it. But we got these little vent things here, and I don't know what the hell them are for. Because if she can see it here, I can just run the wire straight down. I don't know. I mean, that's good vision there, right?
Yeah.
If it was lit up. And here, it blocks the gas gauge. It won't fit there.
You'd have to mount it way down.
Yeah, it won't fit there.
Okay.
So Deb's in here.
It can go right below that, and I will be able to see that.
Well, we need to Google what the hell that's for. If not, I can put it up here, like right under the AC knob. But yeah, it's just a voltmeter with a two-way sticky tape thing. You know, I mean, it's not super crazy. We just want a better voltmeter, which the car don't have one in the dash at all. Because we want to see the voltage that this thing's going to put out at some point. Let me flip the camera around. So my idea is that I'm going to do this car like I did the damn Edge and wire the voltmeter in to a relay that's triggered by the remote turn on. And then have that trigger this voltmeter and another relay, I guess, to turn on the amplifiers off of the remote wire. It's just easier than trying to dig in here and, what's the word I'm looking for here? Easier to dig in and run a fuse tap into the fuse box to find an ignition wire. So it just makes life a lot easier. Another thing I did do before I shut the hood, guys, I lowered the hood all the way down. I shined a flashlight in there to make sure that the positive plates that I put on there, them terminals, that nothing was going to touch the hood. The negative side looked a little close, but the positive side, it had like a lot of clearance. So that was all good. But you always want to be aware of that, because you don't want to get everything on there, shut the damn hood, and then, you know, you get a burn spot in your hood because shit's arcing. She's trying to figure out what them little vents are for in the dash. I think it might have been like a microphone. I think the car factory had talk. Like the talk feature where you could ask, I don't know. I have no clue, really. But we're going to figure it out. Because she got the owner's manual out, so shit's getting serious. But anyway, I'm going to get off here while we figure out where the hell we're going to mount this voltmeter. Because, I mean, voltmeters are important in any car, especially when you leave your stock charging system. I mean, they're important no matter what. Because, you know, you might think that you got enough electrical for everything, and you might be dropping from 14 down to 11 or 10. Me personally, I don't like dropping under 15.5 in anything, but it happens, you know. So you want a voltmeter there to tell you when you are. But anyway, I'll be back. So we did it. We put it right there. Deb can see the majority of it right there. And I did hook it to the battery in the back. And I hooked a multimeter up. And it's a couple tenths off, because, you know, the multimeter will read to the 100th, and that thing only reads to the 10th. My vape. It keeps people from hitting it. But Deb getting everything back together in there. I got that meter in and wired. It goes to the back. Just need some relays. And at this point, I believe, yeah, you don't see no Cmax up in there. Look at that. That's nice. What's going to suck is I got to get wood now. I'm at that point. Got to get an alternator plug if we can't find the one that goes to this car. And I got to get some wood. Wood to build an enclosure and a floor with. I tell you, it's rough. There's a shop like an hour from here. It's like just called the salvage shop. And I built the enclosure in the edge out of wood from the salvage shop. And it was MDF. And they posted like a month ago, and I didn't see it, that they had got a bunch of 3/4 inch cabinet grade sanded plywood. It was 7-layer. That would have been perfect, guys. $30, 30 or 32 a sheet. But I never saw the post, and they had gotten a whole like semi truckload. And I messaged them, and they're all out. So They got a bunch of MDF, but I don't really want to build an MDF enclosure in that. Just because MDF is so heavy. I mean, it makes a great enclosure, a great sounding enclosure, but it's so heavy. And it's so, like, finicky, you know. Like, if you bump the corner, it's going to break off. You drill too close to the corner, it's going to break off, you know. That's just MDF. But we found some wood that we like, and it's really pretty. It's like $70 a sheet. And then we found some wood that's not pretty. It's like $35 a sheet. And it's your regular old, just like rough as shit pine. So what I think I'm going to do is buy that pretty ass $70 sheet, one sheet, and then one sheet of the pine, and build the top, the outside of the enclosure out of the pretty wood, and then do the second layer all on the inside out of the ugly wood. Now that's what I'm thinking about doing. Is it ideal? Probably not. Will it work? Yeah. I mean, it will definitely work, you know, but it is what it is. I mean, it would be nicer to have the inside of the enclosure all smooth out. So honestly, I'm just probably gonna have to spend like the $1.40 or whatever and get 2 sheets of the nice shit. Because when I do a little car like this, like a little hatchback or whatever with a no wall, I just prefer to build the whole floor out of like a sheet to put down and kind of trace the carpet that goes back there, you know, and cut it out to get it where it fits perfect. And from that point, you know, like I like to just use that as a base to put everything on. So that's my plan. Whether it'll work great or not. Damn, Deb, she over there manhandling that spare tire, which that bitch was flat. But, yep, we're at that point now. So I need to sit down sometime this week and design the enclosure. Go get the wood and start that. So one of my next videos, like, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, but hopefully one of my next videos, I'll be getting the alternator on here. Like, tomorrow we would put the alternator on if we could find the damn plug. Yeah, Deb said we may, but we don't know. If we find the plug, we'll put the alternator on tomorrow. But I don't want to go get the wood tomorrow because I got to hook a trailer up to the black Jeep or the blue Jeep. Go get the wood. I don't know when it's supposed to rain. I mean, I can put it on my back porch to where it won't get wet, but, you know, then we're just going to go straight in the box building, which I got a new saw and 2 new batteries that I really would like to test out. I bought a new saw, new blade, everything. You know, it's like a cordless cobalt saw that I literally bought to do this with. But anyway, I'm rambling on too fucking much. I'm going to get off of here. Don't forget to check out all my links, guys, for Down for Sound, Big Jeff, LF Audio, which the wireless bass knob is going to release like soon. He's still got a pre-sale going on so you can save money. So, and you know this thing is going to be legit as shit. I've already got mine pre-ordered. So I'm just saying, I already got mine pre-ordered. But I know y'all going to want one of them bad boys, so you might as well save some money and get it now. My link's in the description always, so I'll be back with whatever the hell we decide to do tomorrow, guys. Peace. All right, so we're leaving. We're going to get dog food. It's Sunday, and guys, it's cold. Like today, it's too cold for me to do anything. And yeah, I have dust in the shop I can work in. But honestly, we didn't look for the alternator plug yet. So that would be the next step to this vehicle here, would be the alternator plug. And we ain't found it because we ain't really looked. And we're just gonna have like a lazy day at home. Deb is gonna make me something that I hated as a kid, but I like occasionally as an adult. That's ham and beans and that motherfucking cornbread. So I'm kind of excited about that. But other than that, just kind of end this video off here with a lazy ass Sunday. I did talk to Dustin yesterday, and he's supposed to grab me some wood, and I worked on a design for a box for this last night. We're gonna do subs up, port back, and we're gonna hope for the best. But I did design an enclosure for this, so, and this one I kind of tuned it around 33 hertz. It should play down to 23 fine and up to like 60. So Deb likes to play a lot of music just straight off of her phone, so it should beat fine there. It should hair trick. So yeah, but anyway guys, all good. Peace out, and as always, bass on. Enjoy your day.